What's up? What's up? What's going on? It's Insomniatic. We right back at you. You know what I'm saying? There's so much going on that, it's always a good time to holler at y'all, man. Y'all a good crowd, so, we always jump back to you with some interesting stuff, stuff we be talking about away from the camera, but we always bring it back to y'all. But how y'all doing tonight? I hope y'all doing good. Because I am. Waiting on tomorrow, though. You feel me? My guys pop out. My Niners, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't get to play this Sunday. We hosted Monday Night Football against the Vikings. I got my bro with me tonight, J.McCain, of course. It's a normal visitor on this damn podcast or whatever, man. But without further ado, I'm going to bring my bro in here and we just going to chop it up, I appreciate the comments y'all been leaving too, because that's kind of what we basing a lot of stuff off of, man. But without further ado, J. McCain.
What's up, bro? What's going on?
Chilling, man. What's going on with you?
Hey, man, I'm just doing what I can, man. Survive out here.
Yeah.
I heard you about the 49ers. Hey, 49ers are like the toughest team in the NFL right now.
We do, man.
Hey,
we had a rough outing last time, but
when healthy, I'll say it like that.
Yeah, but look at how last year went. So we expect the injury bug to try to come for us. But it is what it is, man. We gonna keep it pushing. We learned from that. We learned from last Sunday. We learned from everything, man. So hopefully, everything turned out for the best. We got the Vikings. We got the Vikings tomorrow. Kirk Cousins in prime time ain't really been a good look throughout his career. So
Kirk Cousins would have been a player for Colorado before Deion's signed up.
A player in the background.
Exactly.
Shador would have got that start over him. Hell, to be honest.
Kirk Cousins would be like, "Who's the coach now?" It's like, yeah, we got Deion Sanders. Oh, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just fill out this transfer. Yeah.
Nah, because he wasn't gonna get no damn playing time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like, it's crazy because I watched the whole quarterback thing on Netflix. I don't dislike Kirk Cousins as a person, because he's like,
right.
It's hard to hate him, because like when you see how what he do with his family and all that, he's like, that's a good dude. And then whenever you see him in the game, you're like, man, fuck that.
Right. He just threw another pick. Get him out of here.
Exactly.
Who the hell is this guy? But like Shanahan, he had this obsession with Kirk Cousins, and he wanted to bring him to San Fran for so long, bro. I'm so glad he didn't get the chance to. I love Shanahan to death, but I would have had to fight that man. He'd have brought Kirk Cousins to damn San Francisco.
It kind of is interesting that you said that, because it made me think about I had brought it after I sent it, like, TikTok to you about Brock Purdy. And I'm not shitting on Brock Purdy. I just feel like Brock Purdy is a successful system that he has around him.
Yeah. But I mean, you gotta expect that when you're talking about a guy who came in and basically, was drafted where he was drafted at. That puts something on your mind. Like, the underdog status, it motivates you, but at the same time, it's like it kind of gives you certain fears, like mentally, like, am I really ready for the spotlight type shit? And Brock really done blocked that out. So to say he only had one game where he came into question out of all of those starts, that's pretty good, man.
You want me to give you the unpopular opinion that you don't want to hear?
Let's go.
Brock Purdy sound like Tom Brady.
I mean, I agree with that. However,
I'll listen.
You can't even put them shoes on his feet till he do more.
You're right. The only reason I'm saying that is Brock Purdy is giving you all the expectations or unexpectations or whatever you want to call it that not expected of him.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere with a lot.
Because like there was a thing I watched. Like I seen Brock Purdy. I think was it was it Iowa State that he came from?
No, it was George Kittle came from Iowa State, if I'm not mistaken. Brock Purdy came from it's like a burgundy and gold. Hold on.
I thought it was. It's a state college.
Yeah, I got you right here.
For some reason, I thought it was
It
Iowa
was
State.
Iowa State. It was Iowa State.
All right, so
My bad.
I seen some highlights and it was just like, oh, but then yeah, it's one of the situations like, okay, so I'm looking at the fact that he got underneath Kyle Shanahan, and I feel like Kyle Shanahan molds quarterbacks, like he makes them into what he wants them to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do I take a certain quarterback from that system and be like, oh, I can plug them into no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I know for a fact it's not gonna happen like that. But I'm also looking at the fact that like the success of the 49ers is not no fucking fluke.
No, not by
It's
a long
because
shot.
of that. It's because of that. It's because of that.
Yeah, and I get that, man. I just feel like that, you know, when you having as good of a season as we have had, we needed a wake up call, just like all the other 5-1, 6-1 teams. Kansas City had they wake up, you know. The Eagles had they wake up.
Kansas City's wake up is Taylor Swift.
That's who Kelsey waking up too.
What? That shit is so fucking crazy. Like they literally put a stat line on tonight's game about that shit, and I was just like,
Yeah, they
okay.
just like, hey, them black guys got old ladies too. Y'all excited? No, but I'm just saying, bro. Like at the end of the day, Kansas City. When you play Kansas City, you play the referees too. You do, and that's I've grown to not like to watch them, man, because it's certain plays that I feel like that they'll let them get away with some stuff, but then they strict on the other team. And that ain't being biased because it ain't like I'm going for either team, long as they ain't playing the Niners. But then I start feeling some type of way when I ain't even going for nobody, and I feel some way about what the refs doing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you being biased. I think you going against what is exactly the message of the NFL, and not even the necessarily the NFL, just like the popular team at the time.
Yeah.
See, you gotta say the way for the popular person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Pat Mahomes is the face of the NFL. Right? I don't care. Nobody want to say. People can sit there and shout out whatever they want. Patrick Mahomes is the face of the NFL.
Yeah.
So people can sit there and be like, "Oh no, this person, no." They want him to shine, and it doesn't matter if he's winning or losing. The funny thing about it is like he's kind of like Jerry West to me, because it's like Jerry West at the time when he was becoming the face of the NBA. It ain't like he was fucking dominating the NBA and beating them up. Kind of like Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he throwing up all these numbers and all that, but it's not like he's dominating the NFL. Just like I was saying with Jerry West, he's not dominating the NBA. It's just the fact that he's on the popular team right now with the popular stats, and it's just like we're gonna make you we're gonna make you the face of the NFL.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just hate that it's to the point that's like, because it's one thing if your player's good, which they are, which Kelsey's good and stuff like that, but like it just takes away and waters down what they're doing on the field to me when they're getting charity flags. I think it's like flopping in the NBA, or like when dude's always looking for a whistle from a ref for a foul every time he drive to the lane. It's like, man, come on, bro. Like, we know what football has been all these years. Y'all taking away from that shit by just getting like, getting charity flags.
You're absolutely right. But I ask you the hard question too. So even though he's not in the league, we're not gonna act like he wasn't an important person that was in the league. When Colin Kaepernick, if Colin Kaepernick would got sacked, and then be like, "Dog, you didn't see him grab my face mask," and then if Tom Brady got sacked, and it was like, "Oh, you didn't see my face mask," next thing you know, they.
Tom said he got a face mask. I ain't see it,
Tom,
but I believe it.
hey, it ain't got nothing to do with like I didn't see it. It was like Tom said it. Tom said he got his hands on my fucking grins. Is like, yeah.
Man, Kaepernick, they can turn that nigga face mask backwards. They ain't gonna throw no flag because they talking about the American flag. But you see, they getting ready to take a knee for Israel though. Coming up, it's crazy.
He's the only player that I feel like they'll call a flag and say nigga at the same time.
Man, you like roughing the nigga. I meant passer. 15-yard penalty.
Nigga, I mean, hey.
Negative 15-yard penalty.
Exactly, negative.
They gonna call it against the offense when the quarterback got rough. But nah, man. Hey, so NFL. I'm gonna step out of the NFL and go to the NCAA for a second because it was like it was a bye week for the number one team in the country. For now anyway, Georgia. Yeah. Thus far, they're the number one team in the country. I'm surprised that they have come this far as the number one team. But hey, number two team, Michigan, they put up fucking 49 on their opponent, Michigan State. 49 to a goose egg, too. Yeah, so they were straight balling, man. I mean, you hold your opponent to a goose egg, bro. What can you say? Number 3, Ohio State. They had to play Penn State. Penn State number 7. They won that one 20-12. I watched that game. It was a defensive game to the end.
I gotta ask a question.
What's up?
If you rooting against Penn State, do you bring up all they dark shit?
Like what? Like
hey, if you if you had the game versus Ohio State, are you like, are y'all still fucking niggas in the bathroom? I'm sorry.
Me personally, I'm gonna skip it because I don't want to know the answer.
I'm literally gonna ask like, hey, are y'all still recruiting little boys in the bathroom? Cause I want to know. Cause I'm gonna use that against you. That is what I am using against you. Like, y'all can sit there and be like, oh, Joe Namath. No, fuck Joe Namath. Oh, not Joe Namath, but Joe Paterno.
Yeah, I was about to say Paterno.
Joe regardless of that, it don't matter. It's a simple fact that's like, because when that shit was going down, let's be honest, they literally tried to act like shit didn't happen.
Yeah, they had to know before it got out. They had to know. You know what I'm saying?
This man died like a week after that. Hey, was that stress or was that just like, oh shit?
Hold up, what was the coach? What was the coach who got arrested on like some sexual? Sandusky. That's it. God.
Hey, he gotta be.
He basically fucked over Joe Paterno's whole legacy, bro, with his antics.
This man died. This man died for his legacy to be like, oh, I ain't know about it. No, you knew about it.
He was like, I'm out of here. He hit the SpongeBob. He said, all right, I'm going to head out.
That meme where like everybody was like throwing the peace signs and just vaporize. That's what he did. No.
Hey, I was a Joe Paterno fan. I liked
him. No, you wasn't.
I'm talking about as a coach, and then all that stuff came out. It was like, but I feel like that sometimes you don't necessarily know the extent of what the people around you be on, but like he had to know something for it to be that bad, for it to go down the way it did. He had to know something. I ain't gonna lie.
Did you watch the movie? All right. So do you know who played him in the movie?
Who that?
Al Pacino played him. So I'm only bringing that up because, like, so I know you watch Scarface, right?
Yeah.
So you know when, like, at the end of Scarface, when he was doing this shit with the goddamn, I'm not necessarily what it was, but he had the automatic and he was just letting them know motherfuckers have it. You was like, oh, this motherfucker is walking up to him in the back and he got the shotgun. He gonna shoot him in the back. That was Jared Sandusky. Cause that's how he did everybody else at Penn State.
He did though. He
Hey, bro, come on, man.
he
Get the
caught
fuck out
everybody
of
while they weren't
here.
looking. Well,
What?
Penn State lost, so they getting too much attention. The Ohio State University and Marvin Harrison Jr. won that damn game. To be honest,
Oh, he
so
nice. That boy nice.
yes, he gonna be a first rounder for sure. But it was 20-12. Uh, Ohio State, of course, number 4 team in the nation is Florida State, and they had Duke. That was a close game throughout, and then they pulled off. It ended up being 38-20.
I think so. Dude dropped the ball on that game.
Yeah, but they had them early. It was a competition early on. Number 5, Washington. Washington, they a sleeper, bro. Like I feel like folks is sleeping on Washington's wide receiver core, and I think them cats is balling at a high level. They got a good chemistry with their quarterback. They beat Arizona State. It was just 15-7. So it wasn't like it was just like this blowout or nothing like that, but still, it was a good
Match,
ass game.
matchups. And I like what you're
Yeah,
saying. Matchups is real. Like
yeah,
matchups
definitely.
happen.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna be a defensive game. That's like how the Niners and the Browns was. You know, all defense for the most part.
I
Number,
think
s-
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was I think I laugh a lot about the times when I hear people like see Georgia versus Carolina or certain games like that, and they be like, "Oh, I can't believe that Georgia couldn't beat Carolina. They only beat them like 14-6 or something." Like, y'all do realize that, like, they play each other different when they play each other.
Yeah, they play each other tough. It's gonna be a brawl for it all, like Martin
Yeah,
say.
like
Like
it's
Martin Mall.
different.
Yes, sir. Um, the number 6 team, Oklahoma, they played UCF. That was a 2-point game. 31-29. They barely pulled it off. UCF missed the 2-point conversion at the end of the game to tie, which means they scored at the end of the game. And all they had to do was get that tied up, but they had failed it. So, of course, I said
UCF is
Penn
trying to
State was
get.
number 7. Huh?
I was about to say UCF tried to get them all they wanted.
Yeah. Number 8, Texas Longhorns. You feel me? They played Houston. That was a good game for a while. They actually was blowing them out early, and then Houston started coming back. It ended up being 31-24. But that was definitely a good game. I was wishing I was there since I'm in Texas, of course. I was like, dang, man, I gotta pick me a game out in advance and go to it, cause straight up. Number 9 in the country is Oregon, Bo Nix and company. Uh, they won 38-24, but they played Washington State. I ain't really see that game. I seen it at like at halftime. You know how they give you the highlights
Yeah,
from other games, but I was like, what the score was at the half, I wasn't finna jump over there and go see it because I felt like Oregon had it in the bag. You know, Bo Nix did a lot of scrambling though. I will say that. That's kind of how the score got to be where it was.
bro. I gotta ask a question,
Uh,
and I say, you take why we keep giving Bo Nix his shit? Like, why do we give Bo Nix his grace? Why?
What you mean?
Have you ever looked at how many years has Bo Nix been in the fucking college football?
Man, he came in Auburn. I wonder what year that was when he was in Auburn. Cause that was like after Cam Newton or somebody, bro.
Bo Nix has literally been in college football for like 6, 7 years now.
Yeah, he might like. Is you planning on going to the NFL, bro, or you just gonna say
If you want
forget it
me to
after
like
college?
pick on him, you should be like Peyton Manning when it comes to college football. Like when it comes to offensive play calling, you should be like Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
You seen this defense, you seen this defense. This is like, oh, I got tired. I can't go here. I'm going to Oregon. I'm going to Oregon where I can suit up with like 20 different jerseys and do my offense. I ain't got to worry about fucking defense because we don't worry about defense up here. We just outscore motherfuckers.
They outscored Colorado, but that's another story. Shit, they draw 81 on somebody this year, and it wasn't even Colorado. So I can't knock
My
it.
point exactly.
81. It's
81.
hard to hate it, man. Hey, I'm just saying.
I guarantee you they couldn't put 14 on South Carolina.
I believe that.
Well, put 14 on South Carolina.
Where South Carolina doesn't get credit is that they always have arguably the hardest schedule in the SEC. Their schedule will be harder than Georgia's. Their schedule will be harder than Florida's. Their schedule will be harder than most teams in the SEC. And then they wonder why all these other teams have all this prestige because they had an easier road. And then when they get there and they get all this prestige, then all the recruits want to go to that school so they can have that shine. You know what I mean?
Too fast happened for the people that we're talking about. Bo Nix, you literally went to Oregon. Competition got. I ain't gonna. I don't want to use that road and be like, the competition got softer for you. But I'm gonna use that. Bo Nix, the opponents got softer for you. You ain't have to deal with the defense that was as fast as you and faster than you. But
Yeah, he left the SEC, dog.
Spencer Rattler, you came from Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken. You got mad about your playtime at Oklahoma, and you was like, I'm gonna go to South Carolina. Guess what? You realize the motherfucker's just as fast as you. And it's like, yeah. And I understand he hadn't had his injuries and stuff, but no. You realize that them motherfuckers just as fast as you, and y'all two is literally like on a pendulum with each other, and y'all seen the opposite of each other's demise. Bo Nix, you went to somewhere where you had to put all these points up. It's like you've been able to do that, but because like I'm sorry to say this, the defense is different in the Pac. What 12, Pac 10? I'm sorry, I don't know the word. I think it's Pac 12 or whatever. Defense is different. Spencer Rattler, you got out of that shit and you went over here into the SEC. The fucking defense is totally different. You're not able to put that shit up. We're not gonna. I'm not even gonna act like you're like Avs versus Florida.
Yeah.
And I owe somebody this, and I'm just gonna say this because I gotta say this on my podcast. I owe somebody told me like, oh, Miami, they got bailed out by Clemson. No, Clemson got bailed out with the fact that Miami didn't have a starting quarterback. Clemson would have got their ass whipped versus Miami on Saturday night.
Yeah, Clemson always had them bailout games, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, they be getting whooped and then something would just happen and turn around, you know. I hate it.
Oh, if they had if Tyler Van Dyke would have started that game, Miami would have beat the shit out of Clemson. I'm sorry. Y'all say whatever y'all want to say.
Hey, in order to not skip over a particular game, I'm gonna go ahead and say the number 10 team got knocked off too. By the way, but for the first time, it was actually North Carolina was in the top 10. They got beat by Virginia 31-27. However, I said all that to say the number 11 team in the country is Alabama. Alabama played Tennessee. Now that was a game. And the
That
crazy
wasn't
thing is that Tennessee was on their ass early. I'm talking about halftime. It was like 20-3, and then the next thing you know, it was like I came back in the room and I was like, how does Alabama have more points than Tennessee?
just like New England beating the Buffalo Bills today.
Yeah,
I
Buffalo got to get their shit together.
there's no other way of looking at it. It's like, huh? It's literally
Yeah,
one of the games. You're like, what? Huh?
they already. This the like the second game they done lost. They weren't supposed to lose. Now I know everybody had them set up games, but New England won one of them games. Not this year. I mean, I'm
Bills
sorry.
was. I'm with you. The Bills was not supposed to lose this game. Like, huh?
They listen, bro. They got about one more season like this, and they gonna break up that daggone Josh Allen and Diggs connection, man. It's not
I
gonna
laugh.
make it, bro.
I laugh at everybody that got them Josh Allen jerseys. I'm like, it made me remind me of like Black Panther. Like, that's your king. That's your king. All right, bet.
Right.
I bet.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
I definitely feel you, man. But at the end of the day, they just gotta figure that out. They definitely gotta figure that out for sure. For real. But yeah, man. That's college. Tomorrow we got daggone Niners and the Vikings. Monday Night Football. Hopefully we rebound from that Cleveland loss and show that we learned something and that it woke up a hunger in us. Because really, we should be the only undefeated team in the league right now. Shout out to Niner Nation, by the way. What's up, my people? It ain't many of us. Well, I know you ain't a Niner. But less is more, so it's plenty of us. Please believe.
come on, man. You ain't gonna let me bandwagon on that, man?
Yeah, you can bandwagon because you a New
Swear.
England, Patriot fan.
No, I don't know nothing about that. I'm a
Tom Brady
Tom Brady.
gone.
I'm a Tom Brady fan. I don't know
Tom,
nothing about New England.
Tom Brady is gone, cuz so
I'm a CBS fan.
CB. Look, man, you might as well go ahead and try to get you a sponsorship with who you been sipping on. Who you been sipping on today, man? Go show the
Bacardi.
Bacardi Superior.
Bacardi is superior.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out to Bacardi, man. We trying to get some sponsors right here. Feel free to hit either of us up, cause we frequently support your business, support ours.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. Did you see the freaking American League Championship? Basically, baseball is what I'm saying. The Rangers versus the Astros. It was a pretty good game till somebody hit a grand slam. Final score is 9-2. Rangers over the Astros, tied the series up. Now the next one who wins it all, and they go to the World Series.
I gotta ask you a quick question.
What's up?
When we talk about the Astros, do nobody be like? I feel like as much as I get picked on about being a Patriots fan and being a Tom Brady fan, I'm like, oh, you had the deflate game now. I said, let's not talk about the Astros. The Astros, them motherfuckers cheated. No, that is like a lot of people don't want to bring it. Let's bring it up. As much as people put me to the Paul pit and whatever, and be like, "You a Patriots fan? Oh, y'all motherfuckers cheat." The Astros are cheated, and they known for cheating.
I look, you know where I'm at. I know some Astros fans. I ain't gonna say no name because we was just on the phone about it. My boy was watching the whole daggone down to the wire. He was hoping and praying that daggone the Astros pull some kind of miracle, which they did. But I will say I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about, and I cannot disagree with what you're saying. Cause
I mean, they
you know,
was getting on my ass about that situation, and I'll be letting everybody know that. So you say, ask your friend. If you get on the
Atlanta
Patriots about this,
Braves.
I'm gonna get on your ass about the same thing.
Atlanta Braves. That's me. I mean,
Hey, what the Braves? World Series, what, 3 years ago?
yeah.
3 years ago, I think. Yeah.
I was actually in the CNN building, man, and me and my wife got off the elevator on the wrong floor, and then we just walked into like where the newscasts and stuff actually be, and bro, it was the real World Series trophy, like right there on the thing. And I thought it was a replica at first, but then I realized that it wasn't. I was like, yo, what the fuck? That was wild. That was crazy. But
Did you make a baby that night?
the night before, we were about to check out when we
Oh,
had this
I
happen.
was about to say because CNN, man, I mean, cannot nut.
Nah, that ain't what it mean for me, goddamn.
I know what it is.
That ain't what it mean for me, my guy. No, sir.
Nah, I feel you,
CNN. That just goddamn. That definitely was a dope stay in Atlanta. It was different, you know.
I gotta ask you, is it still over there by the Phillips Arena?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Cause we came up there. I think we went up. We went up there. I mean, Eli went to the Hawks game right before I went to basic. But I'm trying to think what me and her were doing up there. We was up there for some reason. I forgot. I
It's
think it was
so,
me and my brother up there. Go ahead.
that's so weird because like it's like Phoenix, the Phillips Arena's here, and like you literally can see the CNN building and like the elevators and all that shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you want to go over to them, like you can just literally walk over there to them and just like it's kind of one of the things like okay, like you can do whatever you want to do in that like small provision.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question since you're a Lakers fan. Did you see the Suns and the Lakers last preseason game at the end of the preseason? Take that as a yes.
Yeah, I don't think I want to bring that up. Hey, did you know that the Las Vegas Aces won the WNBA championship?
Shout out to my girl Asia. Man, I'm telling you,
SC, man.
Carolina on the map. University of South Carolina was heading. Um, you can attest to the fact that I had called that it was gonna go just like that, and it did.
Oh no, you said it. You said it.
Hmm. She a beast, man. She a beast. I wish I had like an autograph, some jersey, basketball, something from her because before the two peat, because now the two peat put her whereas she a lot more unreachable, you know.
She literally, if if you don't mind me like interrupting, I would say, I literally would say, I think she's the best NBA WNBA player right now.
Yeah, hell
I
yeah,
don't, I don't really see anybody else that's like overtaking her. I mean, I know there's great WNBA players right now, but nobody's beating Asia.
yeah. No, not at all.
But yeah, I'm not gonna act like I didn't understand your question. Yes, the
Yeah,
Lakers got to find out what the fuck they gonna do.
yeah, for sure. They got to. I mean, I'm just
Kobe,
saying.
Kobe is not walking through the hallway like the six man the movie that we watched. He's not walking through there. That nigga is not about to grab niggas and throw them on the dunk and like dunk them and like nah, that shit ain't gonna happen.
Right, man. The six man. That was wow.
It's a
That's a
great movie.
throwback. That
That's
was
a
a great
great
movie.
movie, man.
Yes, sir. Hey,
But
while I'm at it, make sure y'all go grab that Behind the Hits book by Drummer Boy. I'm telling you, it's fire. Just saying. It ain't a lot of books that just keep my attention like that. If I get bored, I close it, never to open it again. And I like reading that. So I just wanted to throw that in there. That was like my commercial. Shout out to my guy Renegade El Ray, by the way. You know what I mean? My boy Sean J from Field Mob, what's happening? Man, I could go on and on. But shout out to my guy DJ Aries as well. Day one right there. Yeah, because listen, man. Luka Doncic. And this probably be my last fucking topic.
I would like.
You know,
I
I'm a
want to
Mac.
hear
Look,
that. I would love to hear it. What
I
you about to
like
say?
I like Jason Tatum. You know, I gotta tell you, but I'm a Dallas Maverick fan. Everybody know. I could have rocked my Luka joint. Luka goes and he plays overseas in the off season, and then he come back, and then you can't be hurt for our season. Like you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do all that shit and then turn around and then we're paying you. Like even if they're paying you, like you know what I'm saying, your obligation is to the Dallas Mavericks, and it's not to sound like I don't care, cause like shit, definitely like Luka's an asset. He's like our next Dirk Nowitzki. You know what I'm saying? I freaking am a huge Luka fan, like I was a huge Dirk fan, cause I'm a man. But bro, you can't just keep going over there balling out and then you're not available for us. Like nah, bro.
It, it depends on what that. It depends on what that check would look like, bro.
Yeah, but do you think Mark Cuban care about that shit? Do you think he cares what they paying him, or do you think he cares that it's your obligation, it's part of the contract for you to keep yourself healthy for your obligation to
Yes.
us?
Yes. And I'm gonna tell you the only reason why I think that. I'm not gonna act like Mark Cuban wasn't on fucking
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. I'm not gonna act like he wasn't on that. Because the people that I be seeing on these different shows and all that, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna write this unwritten number, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna throw this number to you," and it's just like, I think about Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban was the same person that when something happened, like he was literally sitting on his phone in the middle of a game and just being like, "What the fuck? We traded what for who?" And it was just like, "Yeah, that happened." But it's one of the situations where it's just like, okay, well, I don't think I think Mark Cuban is actually one of the better owners in the fucking league. If you want to be honest with you, I think he's one of the better owners.
Mm-hmm.
But
Absolutely.
I also keep it in mind and be like, okay, so yes, you like Luka do this, you like Luka do. How many owners are letting their players play for their home team and being like, hey, you should be playing for America? Because I mean, hell, Giannis played for Greece, and you want to use that list down for other people, like they play for this person, they play for that person, but it's just like one of the was like, yeah, I get what you're saying, like Doncic, you should be playing for Dallas, but it's like, oh, all of a sudden you're hurt now. It's just like, but he's paid. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's paid, so it's one of the situations where it's like that motivation ain't gonna be the same way, but you don't really have you don't have the pull to like pull that. Like you don't really have the pull to pull that though. You do you? Like I'm I'm sorry that it took me a while to like get my situation, but I'm just saying like, do the Dallas Mavericks really have that pull to be like, nah, motherfucker, you ain't gonna be doing that shit. I know you playing for. I'm thinking, what, Germany?
No, oh shit.
It
I
might
don't want
not
to
be Germany.
mispronounce it. It's like it's SLO, like Slovakia.
Slovakia, okay. But you're not gonna pull them and be like, oh, you can't play with them.
I might have said that shit back. Hold on.
Bro, you good? Damn sure no, I ain't judging
Yeah, I just want to make sure I said. All right, Slovenia.
you. Slovenia.
Yeah, so I fucked that up. So my bad, Luke. Cause
That's fine.
you
These
know, so many
motherfuckers
people
like
been watching this joint. I don't know who watching, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I had
I
some
don't
people hit
care.
me up, and I was like, no, yeah. It ain't that. Like,
I'm about to say
I'm
y'all like
recanting or backtracking some shit. Nah.
y'all like dolphins. We got fans in the Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic, Ocean. Y'all niggas dolphins now. Like, I'm just kidding. Nah,
Well,
but
look,
I got
man.
you. I got
You know, this particular episode, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and just bring it to a close, man. You know, I just wanted to touch on the current events in today's sporting world, but we'll be back at you with another episode very soon. But I appreciate you, and shout out to my boy J.McCain for falling through once again with us. You
you.
know,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. So, you know, all my folks out there, y'all know what it is, man. Make sure that y'all like, share, subscribe, you know, tell your folks, you know, also to check it out and just keep on hitting me with these topics, man, because I definitely love the feedback. You know, y'all keep me going, and I try to stay as consistent as I can with, you know, my military obligations and stuff like that, but ain't no excuse. We gonna keep it going. We don't sleep. We got time for everything that we chasing. Cause you know why? It's Insomniatic. Peace.
Chris, come on, we're going home.